Today, we're ranking every League of Legends champion based on if you'd want them on your team or not. Let's be honest, there are some champions that you just know once they're locked in on your team, they're gonna suck. On the flip side, there are a select few that you'd be more than happy with to have on your side. Now, I'm mostly gonna be basing this on champion stat stereotypes and less on their attitude, but it'll be hard to resist taking some of it into account. And really quick, before we get into this, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have once again partnered with my friends Opera GX. As most of you already know, Opera GX is the world's first browser for gamers. But what really makes it a browser for gamers? Well, at this point, a lot of you already know about their insane CPU and RAM limiting features, so instead I'm going to show you some other crazy features Opera GX has to offer instead. For example, Opera GX comes with things like Discord and Instagram built into it to make it super convenient to scroll around or talk to people. They even have one for Messenger, Twitter, and Twitch, which by the way will actually notify you when your favorite streamers go live. Somehow they have even made Chrome extensions completely compatible with Opera GX by just installing this extension right here. On that note, I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that was a bit of a bummer before was you had to reassign all of your bookmarks and settings from other browsers, but now Opera GX added an incredibly simple solution where you can transfer all of your bookmarks and settings in one click.
Nice.
On top of all that, you can even customize the browser using animated wallpapers. Just go into the settings here, scroll around for a bit, choose the one you like, and then boom, you're done. What's crazy is this is only the surface of what the browser has to offer. There's GX Corner, which is one of my personal favorites. It literally tells you which games are available right now for free or at a discount. My other favorite has to be dark mode though, because it saved my eyes a few times and probably yours too. Seriously, this is what the video would have looked like without it. So make sure to download Opera GX for free using my link in the description and check out all of the other features it has to offer too. And of course, thank you to Opera GX for partnering up with me once again and sponsoring this video. All right, first things first, we need to go over each of the categories. Also, if you see my eye twitching, you know, just a phase. It's just a phase. Anyways, let's go over each of these categories. Starting off, we got friends not food, aka the most welcome of teammates. I'm talking the teammates that when you see them lock in, you're like, God bless they're on your team. They're just gonna pop off. You already know it's like set in stone. All right, those are those kind of champions. Next up, we got the carry me senpais. These are the champions that are like, they might not do amazing, like they're not the god tier up here, but you know they're gonna do good. Like they're gonna hold their own. They're gonna go positive KDA. You want them on your team. Next up, we got the coin flips. These are the champions where you're like, okay, you have no idea what's gonna, anything can happen. One game they could just suck, and the next game they could be amazing. You have no idea. Next up, we got a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. I'm talking the champions that are like, okay, they're not gonna suck a lot, but they're gonna suck a little. They're not gonna carry you by any means, but they're not gonna be so heavy that they're not uncarryable. The backpack is just big enough. You know what I'm talking about? Next up, we got why are we here just to suffer? These are the champions that are like, you kind of suck. Like if you're playing this champion and you see that champion lock in, you're holding on for dear life. You just know it's not gonna end well. All right, after that, you think it can't get worse, but it can get worse. We'll be playing around with this a little. We'll be testing it out. But next up, we got great when they're on the other team, intro bots when they're mine. I think this is a very specific one. I thought about adding this in or not, but I think this is necessary because there are some champions out there that are like that. You'll get one champion on your team and they'll just run it down, but next you'll see them on this, like the same champion in the next game, and they'll be on the other team and they'll just run your team over. It's ridiculous. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, and then lastly, we got its own little special spot, and there are only a few champions I'd throw in here, and it's /FF, and then after you're done FFing, question your life decisions on why you play this game. This is the bottom of the barrel. Like, why? Like, if you see this champion on your team, you should just quit the game. Seriously, dodge, or at least dodge, at the very least dodge. These are the champions you just know you're gonna lose. Like an automatic loss, pretty much. Let's just start it off here. Like, I was gonna go in alphabetical order, but this one's a special one. We're just gonna... Yep, I think we can all agree, like, I think he just belongs here. Like, he's a very, that's what I'm talking about, a special place in our heart. He's definitely one of these, but he's also this, and I think this is worse. So if you see a Yasuo on your team, you're just already crying on the inside. You know he's going for that 0 and 10 power spike. Next up, we got Aatrox. Okay, we're just gonna go alphabetical now. We got Aatrox. Not gonna lie, whenever I get an Aatrox on my team, I think it's like a coin flip. Like, sometimes they do good, sometimes they don't. I'd say more coin flip, but also the struggle is real. I'd say more the struggle. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna put him at a struggle. The backpack is big enough, just because I think I've seen more games where Aatrox just doesn't do well than does well. It's gonna be a tricky one. This is gonna be a tricky one, guys. Next up, we got Ahri. I would say a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. I've rarely seen an Ahri pop off, but when they do, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard because usually when they do, it's on the other team. Oh, do I put her here? I'm gonna put her, I think this is more reserved for there's specific champions I'm thinking of that can be there. So I'm gonna put her struggle, but the backpack is big enough. It's hard. All right, next up, Akali. If I get an Akali on my team, I'm actually pretty happy with it. Like, I'm gonna put her in the carry me senpai category. She's just so freaking strong and so annoying to play against. Like, I rarely think I get an Akali that actually runs it down like on my side. I think that she just like pops up in general, like on both sides. Alistar, I'm putting it's hard because I don't really play support that much. I'm gonna put him I'll put coin flip. Supports are gonna be interesting. I think for the most part he more belongs into the carry me senpai category, but there are like players like Helicopter who just like makes you want to run it down and then like uninstall, so just for the roaming factor. Okay, next up, a Mumu. I rarely get a bad, I wish there almost needs to be another category in here, but I'm just gonna put him up here. As far as tanks go, like a Mumu's usually pretty solid. If I see a Mumu on team, holy crap. If I see a Mumu on my bless you. If I see a Mumu on my team, I'm gonna be pretty okay with it. A solid choice, teammate. Anivia is a hard one because I think she's a coin flip. I've seen a good Anivia and bad Anivias. There's just no in between, man. Annie's such an easy champion that you'd think she would be like a carry me, but some reason people just don't know. Coin flip. Phelios. The struggle is definitely real here. I definitely don't get a good at Phelios. Actually, no. Why are we here just to suffer? When she was strong, it was way different because she was like actually strong in the middle. But now if you see an affiliate on your team, you just know that's not going to end well. Ashe, great when this is the perfect example. Ashe is great when they're on the other team, but when you get an Ashe on your team, it's like game over. You already know she's going like 0-7, but when she's on the other team, she's going like 13-2. This is so stupid. This is like the most consistent champion with this, I feel like. Next up, we got Aurelia and Soya Boy. This one's definitely going on the why are we here just to suffer category, especially low elo, at least for me, because I am not like high elo and nobody knows how to play Aurelian Soul right down here. Like if you get an Aurelian Soul and you're in your rank game and they're mid and they got like an Akali, like I'm taking the Akali over Aurelian Soul every single time. People don't know how to play Aurelian Soul. Azir, same thing. The mechanical skill cap is just too high for people, you know? Our tiny brains can't wrap around it. All right, next up we got Bard. Yeah, that's a definite why are we here just dude, I don't know. I'm debating between why are we here just to suffer and FF. God dang, I'm putting him in the FF. The only reason is because when you get a Bard on your team, no, I'll put him here. It's so hard because Bards just constantly roam. Usually they don't do it right. So it's just, especially I think if you're an ADC main, you put him down here. Anyone else, I can deal with it. Why are you here just to suffer? You already know he's ulting you, trying to save you, but it'll ultimately kill you. It's just inevitable. Blitzcrank, you know what? As far as Blitzcrank goes, I think right here, I think he's a struggle. Like you rarely see a good Blitzcrank player, but I think he's like carryable. Brand, you know what? I definitely put Brand in the carry me senpai category. Brand is just like such an easy champion. He does so much damage. Even if you start going like 0-3 early, you're just gonna carry damage late game anyways. He just does so much damage, man. Braum. Oh, where do we put Braum? I don't think he carries. Like I don't mind him having I almost need a new category. Right here, like a solid choice. I gotta add one just because I think there's champions that go in here. Like I'm gonna move Mumu to a solid pick, and I'm gonna put Braum into a solid pick. Anything tanks really. Like if I get a good tank on my team, I think it's good. I think this will mainly be tanks because whenever you get a tank on your team, like oh thank goodness we're not all squishy. You know what I'm talking about? You feeling what I'm dropping? All right, next up we got Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn's a coin flip. I think sometimes I get a really good Caitlyn and then sometimes I get a really bad one. It's just super inconsistent. Camille, you know, honestly every time I get a Camille, she usually doesn't do good. It might just be meta, but like she always loses, and it's probably against like a Darius or something. Cass. Oh, this is a hard one because not many people play Cass, but she actually does pretty good, I think. Like when she's on my team, like, well, I'm gonna change a welcome and solid pick. Like I'm happy. Like I'm fine if I have a Cass on my team because I know they do a lot of damage. I feel like I've had a small amount of times where a Cass came on my team and just ran it straight down. They might have died the first few times, but like late game, they just still do so much damage. Cho'gath. I'd say welcome. It's in solid choice. See, this is a good category. I think it's like a tank. It's like if I get a Cho'gath on my team, I know he's gonna get thick. You know, I might even boost him to the carry me senpai. Like if you get a thick Cho'gath on your team, there's nobody that's gonna kill him. Corki, God please no. Actually, this is a great category. Every time I get a Corki on my team, he's just so trash. Yo, whenever there's a Corki on the other team, they just pop off. Like they go, I don't understand it. Like there's no in between. It's like Corki on my team is going 0-8 and the Corki on the other team is beyond that Fed Ashe. Like it's going like 16-1 or something ridiculous. I don't even know. That just always happens to me. Is it just me? Next up we got Darius. I'd say welcome and solid pick. I'm fine with having a Darius on my team. Everybody hates playing against Darius, so I'd rather have him on my team than the other team. I know if the Darius is on the other team, he's gonna pop off, but when he's on my team, it's actually not too bad, you know? I gotta say, welcome and solid pick. Diana. Ooh, Diana's interesting. I'd say coin flip. I think she's pretty consistent in the coin flip category. Next up, we got Draven. Yeah, it has to be. Look, I'm seeing a consistent pattern of ADCs down here, but it has to be, man. I don't know. Sometimes they do pretty good though. It's like, no, usually they run it down on my team. But when they're on the other team, 100% they're popping off. Octamundo. Say welcome and solid pick. When you get thick like that, there's nobody that's gonna kill you. It's definitely between a welcome and a solid pick and carry me senpai. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be in this friends not food category. I might move some people around. We'll see. Echo. I definitely say coin flip. It's definitely, I'm changing my answer. Welcome solid pick, just because I think I've had better experiences with echoes than worse experiences. If they can get fed, they can carry the game easy. Elise, holy crap, please no. Honestly, I'm putting him in the wiry here just to suffer. If I see an Elise on my team, I already know that, like, I might even put her in the Yasuo category just because Elise, oh my god, if you get an Elise on your team, seriously, every time I see Elise lock in, I'm like, god, this is gonna be a hard game. And it's only because she's such an early game champion and she's so hard that she's almost always gonna go like even or like fall behind still. Is not good. It's not good. No bueno. Eve, I think I've had better experiences with the, I say she's a coin flip. Some people know how to play here, but some people just have no freaking ideas. Coin flip. Ezreal, definitely this category. I'm definitely noticing a pattern with the ADCs here. Yeah, is it an ADC thing? Maybe it's an ADC thing. All right, next up we got Fiddlesticks. I'm debating here and here. Like, I'm gonna say carry me senpai, specifically because his ultimate is so freaking busted. I can just pop off in a team fight. Like, he can turn a whole game around with just one ultimate. I'm saying carry me senpai. Carry me. Fiora. Okay, trying to get rid of the bias here. I am a Fiora main for those who don't know. God dang. I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, yeah, I gotta put her coin flip. When I'm not playing Fiora and I get a Fiora on my team, I'm like, she's either gonna like do really well, like she's gonna pop off, she's gonna run it down, or she's just gonna stay top the whole time, which I definitely would never do. Like, I would never do something like that. All right, next up, we're gonna go Fizz. I actually love having Fizz on my team. Okay, one thing, I might change this later. I'm gonna put him at the friends not food, no pun intended, but I like having a Fizz on my team, actually. I don't think there's that many times where I've had a Fizz run it down, but I've had a lot of times where he's popped off before. I might change that later, but for now, I would say the first friends but not food. Obviously, other people might have different experiences, but that's just been my experience, man. One thing I will say with the Fizzes, their attitude sucks balls. They'll usually do really good, but they'll usually be so toxic. But as far as like winning the game goes, I guess I'm fine with it. Moving on, Galio. I gotta say, a struggle with the backpack is big enough, just because usually it's gonna be a Galio mid, and there are just so many better, in my opinion, better mid laners than Galio that like carry. And usually if I get a Galio mid, I see the score of like 2, 3, and 6. That's like a typical, that's like in my mind what the average Galio score would be. Like, he's gonna lose lane, but he's gonna be a tanky guy. Gangplank, god dang. Why are we here just to suffer? I don't think, there's rarely like a good Gangplank. Like, I think he's just such a hard champion that like even on the other team, the Gangplank usually sucks. But when they're on your team, they're definitely gonna suck. But I think he just sucks all around. Like, everybody just sucks at playing him until you get like to high elo. I think if you see a Gangplank on your team, you're like, sweet mercy, just give me the Cho'gath, you know? I'd rather have a Cho'gath on my team or a Darius than a freaking Gangplank, man. Even an Aatrox. I think the tier list is holding up so far. Garen, coin flip. I'd be leaning more towards Garen being kind of heavy. For some reason, I think I just get bad luck with Garen. Like, it's just so even for me. They either do good or bad. Coin flip. Gnar. This is an interesting one. It's hard to find a good Gnar. I'm gonna put a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. Like, they're not gonna suck, like run it down like 0 and 8, but they're gonna be like a 2 and 4, you know? They're gonna lose lane, but you're gonna be able to carry them because they're a tank. I think I'm good with that. All right, Gragas. Definitely one of these two. I don't get a good Gragas on my team. Like, it's super rare. I don't think he runs it down though. I'd say a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. Graves. I'm tempted to put him in this category, but am I being like, this is just gonna be all ADCs? Graves is like an ADC, but he's mostly a jungler. The one thing I'll say about Graves is like everybody plays him so much better than I do. I swear, like when I'm playing him, I do like negative 1,000 damage, but when other people play him, he's just like so good. I would say coin flip actually, because I've had some good Graves players on my team. All right, Hecarim. I'd say welcome and solid pick. Hecarim's a freaking good. I'll play carry me senpai. This is interesting because Hecarim had a time for a bit where he was just carrying the crap out of everyone. Like, he was the meta and he was just one-shotting everyone. I think that mindset is just still in my head, but but he's still a solid pick. I'm definitely down to have a Hecarim on my team. Heimerdinger. I'm gonna say coin flip. Galio. Really, definitely rather her on my team than the other team. God, she's so freaking annoying to play against, but she doesn't do very good. I feel like I say coin flip. She's like, I get a good one, bad ones. Same with Heimerdinger. Yeah, coin flip. Aurelia. When she's on my team, she is doo-doo. The question is if she's so doo-doo that she's too heavy. She's just such a mechanically difficult champion. Like, these are all like mechanically difficult champions. When there's Aurelia on my team, I'm gonna put her here. A struggle, but the backpack is big enough. She usually doesn't do good. Like, if I get an Aurelia on my team, she usually doesn't do good, but she doesn't like run it down so bad that we can't win the game, I feel like. Ivern. Dude, the thing about Ivern is he's actually kind of strong, like underratedly strong, but the question is, does he do good when he's on my team? And I don't think he usually does. Like, I think he does average, but I don't think he does amazing. I gotta say, a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. He's like such a weird champion as far as like us being a support jungle. It's hard to tell. So he could easily be coin flip. We might go back to it later. Jaina. Jaina's definitely coin flip. Like, I've had good Jainas and bad Jainas. Actually, I'm going here only for the specific reason. I just have this mentality. If I see a Jaina walk in on my team, I'm a little worried, especially if they got a tank on their team, like a tank support, because Jaina is like, she's useful if she's played right, but I don't think a lot of people play her right. Jarvan, I'll say coin flip. He's an early game jungler. I just get concerned when he's on my team because like if he doesn't do good early, we're kind of boned, but a lot of times they do good early at doo-doo. So I'm okay with it. Jack, you know what? I'm down with when Jax is on my team. Like, I don't think they're gonna carry a lot of the time, but I'm down just because of the scaling. Like, I like scaling champions. Usually games go long, so if there's a Jax on my team, I'm okay with it. Jace, God, please no. God, he just sucks all around. He's definitely why are we here to suffer. If he's on the other team, he's gonna suck. If he's on my team, he's gonna suck. He's just a bad champion right now. I think he's just a bad champion, low elo. I think these are like all low elo, like high skill cap champions. I think that's gonna be the consistent thing here. Jin. I don't want to do it because they're all ADCs, but I think it's so true. Whenever I get a Jin on my team, he sucks. Whenever he's on the other team, he's just so good. I can't not do it. I'm sorry. Like, I know this is turning into all ADCs, but it's just true. Oh god, we got Jinx and Kai'Sa and Kalista all in 3 in a row. God, I hope I don't get like hated in the comments. Please don't hate on me too much. Jinx is she's in the same boat, man. She always does good. I'm sorry. Okay, I will say something. I'm down to have Kai'Sa. This is a change. I'm down to have Kai'Sa on my team. She's definitely carrying me, senpai. Kai'Sa's different. Like, I get good Kai'Sas on my team, so I'm okay with having Kai'Sa on my team. Like, I'm fine with that. But like Jinx, I usually get a bad Jinx on my team. I don't know. I might even put Jinx or Jin in this category. I'll think about it. Kalista just doesn't do good in general. She's just not good. We're mixing things up a little. All right, we're mixing things up a little. Karmas don't usually do that good. I'm not gonna lie. Usually the Karmas are just kind of trash. If I see a Karma, I'm a little sad. Karthus. If I see a Karthus on my team, I'm okay with Karthus. Usually, I know he does a lot of damage, so I'm actually okay with it. And usually when they play Karthus, they're like, they know how to play Karthus team, and they do a ton of damage late game. So press R to win, I guess. Kassadin. I'm actually kind of down to have a Kassadin on my team. I think he's kind of similar to Karthus in the sense if you play Kassadin, you're like almost a Kassadin main, and you know how to play him. Then again, Kassadin has like one of the highest rates of AFK behind like Yasuo and Riven, I think. That was pretty close. It was like right up there. That's hard. When they don't AFK, I think they do pretty good. Katarina. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. This is a tricky one. You know, most of the time I actually get pretty good Katarinas on my team. I don't know if it's a carry me status, but I'm fine with having a Katarina. Yeah. Kale. You know what? I did a poll the other day where if you'd rather have a Morgana or Kale on your team. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty even. Like, I'm fine with having both on my team. Kale just does so much damage late game. It's like you're almost inevitably gonna get to late game in the low elo, so you just know that she's gonna smack you around a little. A welcome and solid pick. Kayn. Oh dude, I 100% down to. I'm almost tempted to. Yeah, I'm definitely down to have a Kayn on my team. Kayn's carried so many times. He's just such a freaking strong champion. Definitely down to have a Kayn on my team. I'd say the most welcome of teammates. If I get a Kayn, I'm happy. If you're listening out there, if you're ever playing with me, play Kayn. Probably don't if you don't play Kayn originally. Kennen. It's kind of not meta, so it's hard to say. But when I get a Kennen on my team, I'm actually okay with it. A welcome, solid choice. He's just like a fun champion. And I usually don't get a bad Kennen because usually like if they're playing him, he's definitely not going to be meta. So he's probably a one trick. So they probably know what they're doing. I'm down to have a Kennen on my team. Get those juicy alts in there. Kha'Zix. Yeah, no. Point. Struggle is he big enough to carry? That's the thing. I don't get a good Kha'Zix on my team, and usually the other team doesn't get a good Kha'Zix either. So I'm definitely between here and here. It's ironically, I used to be a Kha'Zix main, but that was a long time ago. They're not super helpful. I think they just farm and jump around all the time. They're just not helpful, man. All right, Kindred. I'm actually down to have Kindred on my... I think they do a really good job usually. Most of the time. Sometimes they're a little stack heavy, like stack tunnel visioned, and they'll constantly ping you for help and assistance on their scuttle craft. Might just move it. I'm just kidding. These Kindreds usually do pretty good. Kled. Interesting. Actually, I'm down to have a Kled on my team. I'll put him actually in carry me senpai category because whenever I get a Kled, like they know how to play Kled and they usually pop off. Kog'Maw, another ADC. Actually, I'm not gonna put him there because I actually like sometimes they get a good Kog'Maw. I'm down to have a Kog'Maw on my team. And now that I think about it, some of these I haven't, like honestly, I might put like Jinx up here because I haven't had a terrible experience, but haven't had a great one. But Kog'Maw, I'm down to have a Kog'Maw. All right, LeBlanc. Definitely. Why are we here just to suffer champion? In my opinion, look, I think she sometimes like if she's on the other team. Oh god, that's a hard one. I might have to put her here. She might be the first non-ADC champion in here because a lot of the time, like LeBlanc on the other teams will pop off and like one shot your whole team when she's fed. LeBlanc will go here. Lee Sin, god dang, please don't play that champion. I wouldn't even say the other team has a good Lee Sin. Like I'm satisfied if the other team picks Lee Sin. Definitely why are we here just to suffer champion? Leona? Yeah, carry me, please. I'm 100% down to have a Leona on my team. She's so freaking tanky and she does so much damage like unexpectedly. I might even put her in the most welcome of teammates. Like if I get a Leona on my team, I'm putting her in the god tier. She is friends, not food. Lissandra. She's like a sleeper champion. Not many people play her, but I don't think I've had a bad Lissandra. Like I'll say, I don't think I had a good one. Nobody just plays her enough. It's hard to go by. I'll say coin flip just because I haven't had that much experience playing with Lissandra, but for the most part, I think she's done all right. Lucian is a hard one. I say coin flip. I've had really good Lucians and I've also had really trash ones, so I think he's a definite coin flip. Lulu, definitely down to have on my team. Like saved my butt so many times. If you're a Lulu main, I respect you. Yeah, definitely welcome and solid pick. These days, she might even be up here in the carry me senpai category. Like she's just such a good support right now. A Lux, I'd say it's coin flip. I've had really bad ones and really good ones. Malphite, yeah, carry me 100%, bro. Malphite is so underrated. He can literally turn the whole team fight around just like one bop on the head. Boom. Yeah, Malphite is a carry me. I'm 100% down to have a Malphite on my team. Malzahar. I'm okay with having a Malzahar on my team. I can't play him to save my life. For some reason, I just can't farm with him, even though he has minions to help him farm too. But when I get a Malzahar on my team, he usually does pretty good. I think he's just like a solid choice all around. So like, I'm okay with having a solid choice. Like Maokai. I'm down to have a Maokai on my team 100%. He is so much CC and he's super tanky. I don't think he's gonna carry me, but I will not complain if I get a Maokai. Yeah. Well, this is tricky because I like almost want to roll the die and hope he's gonna pop off. At the same time, if he doesn't, I don't care. But honestly, I'm okay. I'm personally okay. I know he will be like in other categories. Like a lot of you will probably be down here for yours, but for me, I haven't had that many scarring experiences with Yi. Like I've had a lot, but I'm okay with risking it and hoping he pops off in the end. A Misfortune. Nah, she's definitely a coin flip. I'm like thinking back while I'm doing this of like having flashbacks of just having a Misfortune running it down or something. Yeah, she's just like sometimes she does really good and sometimes she does really bad, because I've definitely had games where she just has like 0 and 10 and then other games where she's like doing pretty good. Mordekaiser, he's a welcome and a solid pick. He's just like a solid pick all around. I don't really have it. I'm trying to think of like bad experiences with Mordekaisers that I've had, but I really haven't had that many. Morgana, I'm down to have Morgana on my team. She got a lot of CC. Rarely she kind of sucks. It's hard to suck with a Morgana, I feel like. I've had Morganas that suck too when they can't hit their Q. So Nasus, I'm 100% down. Freaking carry me, mom. Holy crap. My main reasoning behind this again is just like the late game skill. But when I get a Nasus on my team, usually he does pretty good because he just freaking farms top all like the whole time and then eventually comes down and smacks kids and bops them on their head. So whenever he's on the other team, it's just like a heart attack. Like I'm just thinking about it the whole time. Like, okay, we're eventually going to have to deal with this dog. But when he's on my team, I'm like, just keep farming away up there. Nami. If I have a Nami on my team, I gotta say the struggle. Yeah, I gotta put her here. She's usually a struggle, but the backpack's big enough. She doesn't suck, but she's not like as good as having like a support Leona. Like I'd much rather have a Leona on my team than a Nami, because at the very least, if you suck, you're at least tanky, you know. But if you suck as a Nami or a Jaina, you're just gonna get clapped. That's all I'm saying. Nautilus, kind of same idea as Leona. I'm down to have a Nautilus on my team. Carry me Nautilus. That's all I'm saying. If you get those Nautilus hooks in there, those glitchy hooks that go across the entire map, I'm down. And that's pretty much his whole kit. So it's okay. I'm okay with it. Nico, why are we here just to suffer? I personally don't get good Nicos on my team, and I see a Nico on my team, it's just not good. This is personal personal experience, guys. I'd much rather have an Akali on my team than Nico. Nico just doesn't do that much. Nidalee, please. I think she's in yeah, I might just drop. If I get it, I never want a Nidalee on my team. If I'm in a ranked match and I'm on my series and I see a Nidalee jungle, I'm crying. Because I just know they suck at Nidalee jungle. They're gonna suck in the early game, and that's all they have, and they're gonna lose. Same reason as Elise. Same exact idea. I can't stand an Elise or a Nidalee on my team. I just know it's gonna end bad. I might even put Yasuo in this category just because trash on my team, great on the other team. It might even be more appropriate to do that. I'm okay with putting Yasuo out of the darkness category because these two champions, it never ends well. I swear I have like a 10% win rate when they're on my team. Nocturne. I say coin flip. Nunu's a struggle most of the time. I know he's a really strong champion. For the most part, I get not great Nunu's, but he's tanky and he does CC, so he has that. And that's the reason that he's a struggle, but the backpack is just big enough for you. I got you. All right, moving on to Olaf. I'm gonna put him a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. I'm not super satisfied when I see an Olaf on my team. He's like a strong early game jungler, but again, if he doesn't do good, he's just gonna kind of fall apart. But he's not like that far gone that like he won't be useful at all. So that's why I'm putting him in that category. Orianna. I'm gonna say coin flip. I haven't had too many games with Orianna, but when she's on, she's on. Like if she gets those juicy ultimates in there, it's juicy. When she doesn't, it's not juicy. So coin flip. Ornn. I'm down to have Ornn. I'm fine with having an Ornn. He's a freaking tanky boy. The thing about tanks is even if you suck at the game, you can still be a punching bag for everyone else. So like a 0 and 5 on a tank looks a lot better than a 0 and 5 on a squishy. You know what I'm saying? Like a 0 and 5 on Olaf looks a lot worse than a 0 and 5 on Ornn. Like it's gonna be hard to kill Ornn no matter what you do. All right, Pantheon. It depends. It depends where he's playing it. If he's top, I'm gonna put him down. But if he's a support, I'd say welcome. I'd say a welcome and solid pick if he's a support. If he's top down here, so in the middle, I'm gonna put him coin flip because like I don't know what lane he's gonna be in. But yeah, that's just been my experience. I've had good Pantheons in the support lane, but I just don't think he's that good as a top laner. Like usually he just gets clapped by top laner. So that's my reasoning. Poppy, I'm gonna put him I'm usually down to have but the reason this changes my mind, usually I'd be down to put him here. I've had a few games lately with really crappy Poppies, like where I'd literally be chasing somebody and Poppy would just ult them away to safety, and I'm like, what the frick? Or I'd be chasing someone and he just eased them, not even into a wall, just away from me. And for that reason, I'm out. Yeah, I'll put him coin flip. Pyke, I'm down to have Pyke on my team. God dang, that thing can pop off. Holy crap. The amount of times I've seen a Pyke carry on the other team is ridiculous, but I've also had Pyke pop off on my team before, so I'm okay with it. Plus, you get a share gold. I don't think he's in the carry me senpai category, but definitely a solid pick. Quinoa goes in the struggle backpack. I don't usually get a good Quinoa on my team, and they're AD, so usually what happens is like any AD mid laners most of the time will be all AD and will be stuck, but for the most part I don't usually get a good Quinoa on my team. I'm gonna have to put her in the struggle. Quinn, I usually do not get a good Quinn. I think this is the perfect example, like a 0 and 5 Quinn versus 0 and 5 Ornn. Who would you rather have on your team? Come on. And the Quinn usually doesn't do that good. Like what will happen a lot of the time, they might get the first blood, but after that they're just gonna get clapped later on. Like as the game progresses more and more, they're gonna realize they do less and less damage and they're gonna be less and less useful. That's always what happens with a Quinn. They do really good for the first like 5 seconds, and then after that they just like donezo. All right, next up, Rakan. I'm trying to be most unbiased about meta because if you like know they're not meta, obviously you're not gonna take them. So I just want to make that clear. Like this is all besides meta too. Like if I'm picturing like a completely balanced meta, and in that case, I don't know. I don't think I've had great Rakan. I gotta put him here. I haven't had amazing Rakans when I think about it. Like usually they do okay. Next up we got Rammus, and I am going to put him at a welcome and solid choice. Honestly, I might even boost him to carry me. Holy crap. Whenever I get a Rammus on my team, they usually do pretty good, and they're so freaking hard to kill. Yeah, I'm gonna put him up here. Whenever I get a Rammus, it's just like nobody can kill him, and if you do kill him, you'll just kill yourself or you kill him anyway. Solid choice. Rammuses are welcome on my team anytime. Rek'Sai, heck no. Rek'Sais are trash in low elo, and that's where I am, so heck no. Renekton, coin flip. Either they get dumpstered on or they dumpster. It's pretty much as simple as that. I hate Renekton though. Gosh dang, freaking such an annoying crocodile. Rengar, yep, right there, right where you belong. Honestly, every time I get a Rengar, so bad, but they'll just one shot your entire team. Like instantly, they'll be like 5-0 every time. Riven, I won't even put her here. She just sucks. She bad. Don't play Riven. If I get a Riven on my team, I'm just like, you don't know how to play her right. It's not worth it. Mechanically difficult champion, not worth it. Rumble, honestly, I'm down to have a Rumble on my team. Rumble's a strong champion. I think he's been underrated even before his buffs. Like I was always down to have a Rumble on my team. I know he's like a hard champion to play too, but I just had good experiences with Rumbles. Rise. Okay, please ignore that I just did that. I gotta put him here. Like, I never get a good rise ever, and I rarely see another good rise. Like, I rarely see a good rise in the other team too, so it's hard. Sejuani, I gotta say, a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. What's weird is, like, Sejuani's a tank, so you'd think she'd be up here as well, but I just haven't had like great luck with Sejuani's before. And a part of it, I think, is their attitude. Holy crap, I think most of the Sejuani's I played with have been like a little sensitive, you know. That's all I'm saying. Senna, oh, she's a roll. She's a bad roll. Like that. Senna's like 100% a coin flip. Senna's 100% a coin flip. She's either really good or really bad. I was gonna put her, like, I was thinking about putting her down there, but even like on the other team, she can just suck sometimes. Coin flip. Set. I don't get good sets on my team. I can't really say much because I suck at set as well. But yeah, I gotta say, backpack's big enough because usually they don't suck. I'd say set's more like up here because he's closer to this one, like the coin flip, than other champions. There, like, he's like even score. Like, he's like 5, 5, and 11, you know? That's the kind of score set has. Shaco. Yup. Do I even need to say anything about this? God dang. Whenever the Shaco's on the other team, such a freaking annoying champion, boy. I think a lot of people would put Shaco here. And I considered doing that. But I think I have to put him on coin flip. Just because I've had good Shacos before that like do freaking so much more than I've ever like expect out of him. I think I'd put him more into coin flip than down here. And I'm sure a lot of people would put him down here. But I gotta say, this dude is full of surprises. But I would not welcome him as a solid pick. I would not put him up here. Shen. I don't think I could ever get a good Shen, but I don't think I ever get a bad Shen. And for that, I'm putting him in coin flip. But when he's on the other team, he actually pops off. So he's like kind of in here, but not. He's definitely more coin flip than this. But I'm just saying, when the Shen's on the other team, he's popping off. Shyvana, not super hyped about having a Shyvana on my team. I think she belongs in this category right here. Singed, yeah, no. He's just such a weird champion. I feel like all Singed players have the mentality that they have to die at least twice before they can fight back. Like, that's literally the Singed mentality. And then after that, they're like, they don't do much unless they just like somehow get enough items to just start running around constantly. But Sion, I'm freaking down to have a Sion on my team. Sion's such a dumb champion. Like, on your team or on the other team, he's just such a dumb champion. Like, he can die like 5 times and still 1v9. Like, that's so dumb. Sivir, oh yeah, 100%. I'm sorry, she's an ADC, I know, but dang, she is every time. She's one of the most, I feel like she falls into this category the most for me. I never get a good Sivir ever, but when she's on the other team, she's always doing good. I don't get it. Like, it's literally every time. I think she's the most out of all of these. I'm putting her right here. It doesn't really make sense, but okay, whatever. But yeah, she's every time, man. Every time. Skarner, I don't know what to say about Skarner. I don't feel like I play with him enough, but I don't think he ever does super good. Like, I don't think it's bad either though. I'd say, like, for him, I'm picturing like a 2, 3, and 11 KDA. So I don't know if that's a coin flip or a struggle, but the back, I'd say more of a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. Yeah. It's hard to say. Sona, do I usually get good Sonas? I don't think I do. I gotta put her down here. I'm sorry. The backpack is big enough, but she doesn't do much, gotta say. Same with Soraka. And I feel like a lot of you are gonna be more of here or even up here, but I just don't get good Sorakas, man. Swain, I'm down to have a Swain on my team. Holy, Swain does so much underrated damage. You just don't expect it. I've had pretty good experiences with Swain, so. Silas, I'm down to have a Silas on my team. In fact, carry me, senpai. Usually when I get a Silas, they do super well, and it's super satisfying to have. Definitely down to have a Silas on my I might even put him in the god tier. Close. Like, these are the champions that you want to have. Like, if you could select your own team, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know, I might have to mix things up a little once we go back. Syndra is definitely coin flip champion. I've had good and bad ones. She hasn't played that much anymore, but I've definitely had really good ones where she popped off and carry, but also ones that not done some, oh god, I can't talk, not done so well. Tom Kench, I actually don't mind Tom Kench at all. I'm gonna put a solid pick because usually Tom Kench does really well, and especially when freaking put in the top lane, nobody expects him to do so much damage. It's so annoying. And I think he's gonna be more of a top laner after the rework, but dang, he's so annoying, man. Like, he's just such an underrated amount of damage. You just can't kill him too. Holy crap, I hate that thing. But I'm definitely down to have him on my team. All right, Talia, yeah, nah, she's just bad. I never have ever had a good Talia on my team. I feel like most people, that's got to be consistent around the board. Talon, gotta say, he's definitely in in this category for me. Whenever he's on my team, they'll either go even in CS and then lose later on, or they'll just go like 0-3 and they'll be like not very helpful. But when on the other team, just freaking one-shotting my ADC every 5 seconds, gosh dang. Or just like roaming into the top lane. I'm just minding my own business. Yeah, Talon's down here. Taric. Not many people play Taric anymore, but I don't really mind him. I don't think I have a good one very often. Actually gonna put him down here because I think I've had less good experiences. I'm picturing a score like 0, 3, and 9 or something. I don't know. Taric is just like a weird one because he's just so tanky, but his ult can be a game changer, but nobody really plays him anymore. So I'm gonna say he's a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. Teemo! Okay, where do you put the rat? Where do you put the rat? Freaking hate having Teemo on my team, honestly, because he just takes up a tank spot. And like, what happens whenever I get Teemo, this is what happens every single time. I swear they'll pick a Garen or something, and then I'll be like, oh, I can just play Teemo to the Garen, and it'll be going so good. It'll be like up 20 CS at the first like couple minutes, but then after, the Garen will build one MR item and it'll be like, oh frick, he's not dying, and then the Garen will just spin on top of him and then kill him for the rest of the game. And that happens every single time whenever Teemo's on my team. Pain. And honestly, I would put him down here because Teemo's the freaking most annoying thing, but I think it works both ways. Like whenever the Teemo's on the other team, I just freaking build MR too, and he can't do anything. After a while, you just like start tickling each other, or well, like he tickles you while you just like sit on top of him. So I gotta say, Teemo, bad teammate. Nobody likes him. He just in general. Thresh on my team. Okay, I'm putting him here just because I've had good Threshes before, but it's so rare. Like either they know how to play Thresh or they don't. It's just like there's no in between. I think I've had more bad Threshes than good Threshes, which is why I want to put him down here. People think they know how to play Thresh, but they don't. Tristana, down to have a Tristana. Oh my gosh, these things do so much damage. 100% down to have a Tristana on my team. Carry me, please. Tristana pops off. Trundle. I'm down to have a Trundle on my team, either up here or here. Now I'm gonna put him welcome and solid pick. I usually have good experience with the Trundle. Trindamirs. Yeah, I'm down to have a Trindamir on my team. I gotta say, I'd say it's rare. I would put him with Carry Me Senpai, but it's rare that I actually get carried by a Trindamir. But I'm down to have him on my team just because he's such an annoying freaking champion, and he usually does pretty good. Twisted Fate. Usually the other team will have a lot better Twisted Fate, but I wouldn't even put him down here. I just think he's just not good. Like not many people know how to play him right. Like he's a fun champion to play, but I just don't think. I think it's a no-go. Twitch. I'm down to freaking have a Twitch on my team. God dang. I'm putting him in God tier because for the sole fact that like I've actually had good experiences with Twitch, and most of the Twitches on my team have actually popped off. Like I would 100% take Twitch on my team, and he's so freaking strong. And if you get like a Twitch Lulu combo in there, it's just game over, man. Game over. AP, AD, it don't matter. A rat is going to smack you in the face. God tier. Udyr. I think he's a struggle, but the backpack is big enough. Udyr's been pretty consistent as far as like he's not amazing, but he's not gonna freaking run it down so bad that you can't win. Urgot's a coin flip. 100% a coin flip. He's either really good or bad, and I'd say that's pretty mutual all the way around, like on both teams. He's either carrying the crap out of you or he's either running it down. Is little in between. But that mid game is disgusting. Varus. I don't think anyone has a good Varus on their team. Like I think Varus more consistent on the other team for sure, but I don't think enough justify putting him down here because I've seen some other teams have some pretty crappy Varuses as well. Whenever I see one, I'm not threatened by it. If they pick it on my team, I'm like, Jesus. On their team, I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them picking that champion. Vayne, you know, she does belong here, but I also have had good experience with her. If she's on my team, as long as she doesn't suck so much, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with having a Vayne on my team. That's all I'm saying. Veigar. I've had pretty good experiences with Veigar. I wouldn't say he's a carry me status, but I've had good experience with Veigar. Vel'Koz. Is it a Vel'Koz support or Vel'Koz mid? Doesn't matter. Vel'Koz is more popular support these days. I'm just gonna picture him as a Vel'Koz support. Honestly, Vel'Koz does a surprising amount of unexpected damage. So I'm okay with having him. Usually when they play Vel'Koz, they're usually like a Vel'Koz main. So I'm okay with having a Vel'Koz on my team. A Victor. Bro, I'm okay with having a Victor on my team too, I think. Not many people play Victor, but in my experience, I've had good Victors. Like when they play him, he usually does pretty good. Yeah. Vi. 100% coin flip. She's either going to carry or she's gonna be the reason the other team wins. Just straight up. Vladimir. I'm down to have a Vladimir on my team. I'm actually pretty lucky, I think, with Vladimir's. I'm happy when I get a Vlad on my team. Like, please carry me. I don't think it actually happens that much, but I'm just always happy when I have a Vlad on my team because that champion is just so freaking annoying, especially when people know how to play him. Play a lot better than I can. Volibear. I'm down to have a Volibear on my team. Thing is also so annoying. God dang, nobody can freaking kill this fuzzball. I miss the old one was way better fighting against this thing. I hate fighting against Volibear in the top lane. Holy crap. Actually, I'm putting him up here. Carry me, please. He's so freaking strong. Like, What's his weakness now? He's just so strong. He can tower dive. He's tanky. He does so much damage. Ridiculous. Warwick is a coin flip. He would do super good in the early game, but then he would lose his brain somewhere along the road and start freaking walking it down thinking he can 1v5 the entire time, realizing other champions are catching up. I think that's actually pretty consistent, but in the early game usually pops off. Wukong, the monkey. Where do you put the monkey? The actual monkey. I'd never get a good monkey. Back in my day, I think like back in the day, like years ago, I would put him up there, but these days, man, I don't get a good monkey. Bad monkey. Xayah, she's a coin flip. She's either carrying or not, but it's hard to say because I actually don't play with her that often. I think she's definitely a coin flip champion. Guys, we only got a few more left here. Xerath is I'd say also a coin flip, and it's surprising because he's like an all skill shot champion, but I've had some good Xerath in the past. They're playing him well. Freaking annoying to play against. Xin Zhao, yeah, no, definitely one of these guys. That's hard. I'll put him here. It's because I'm not gonna like bang my head against the wall if I see him locked in on my team, but I'm not expecting much out of him. That's for sure. Yorick. Oh goodness, holy freaking coin flip. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, the most experience I have with Yorick is one of my friends just freaking plays him nonstop, and if I'm going off of that, god dang, he's going down here, and I know he's gonna be watching this. He's a split push maniac, as they say. But in general, I gotta say he's more of a coin flip champion. Oh man, that's hard. The thing about Yorick is like if you get in the mid late game, he just runs it down top lane, and there's nothing you can do to stop him. Like you need to send your entire team, or he's just gonna bonk you on the head with a shovel, and then if that doesn't finish you, the lady behind him that he summons is going to, a maiden, so you're just gonna get sucked and bonked. But I've had some Yorick where he's also been trashed, so coin flip. Yumi, the good old cat that everybody loves. Honestly, I don't mind a Yumi, just because like if I'm doing well, then the Yumi can sit on me, and that's fine. Or if someone's doing well, the Yumi can just sit on the fed person, and then that's on you. Like that's on me. If I do bad, then that's the game's on me. It's not on someone else. Like I'm okay with having the cat. Zach, oh, down to have a Zach. Do I put him in the welcome or the carry? I put him in the welcome. Welcome and solid pick. God, everybody's gonna hate this pick. I know. I'm just looking at it, and it's staring back into me, telling me to put it down. I'm gonna keep it, man. I'm gonna keep it. No, I'm not. It's a coin flip. I have had bad cats as well. Nah, I'm leaving it. I'm not touching it. Zed, see, here's the thing. Zed's a freaking cocky player. Yeah, you're freaking, if you're a Zed main, you guys are freaking cocky. Most Zed players think they can just 1v5 all the time, and like some of them will still do really good in the early game. We'll get like 5 kills and like 1 death. I see like a 5-1 KDA, and we'll just think they can constantly 1v5, and we'll just start taking stupid risks, give stupid shutdowns until their whole team catches up, and then everybody's fed and everyone's died a lot. Coin flip. I don't mind having a Zed on my team if they have a brain, but most of them are just kind of like all over the place. All right, Zed mains. Ziggs, never get a good Ziggs player, just saying. Hashtag sorry not sorry. Zillion, I'm down to have a Zillion on my team. Not many people play Zillion, but having like that ult there is just the most annoying thing to anybody. Like if I'm playing against a Zillion, having that ult there is so freaking annoying. So like, and usually when they're on my team, it must be just as annoying to them. So Zoe, for the most part, they're actually pretty good. What I say is a welcome and solid choice. I'd say coin flip because I've had bad Zoes. You know, honest, you know what? No, I'll put solid choice. I'm just trying to think. I can't like think off the top of my head of that, but I know I've had bad ones, but I can't think off the top of my head of really bad ones. So I'll put a welcome and a solid choice. I'm putting my faith in you Zoe mains. Zyra, I'm down to have a Zyra on my team. She does so much unexpected damage. Holy crap. And she has a lot of CC. Yeah, I'm down to have a Zyra. She's underrated. Lily, god day the deer. I don't know, man. I don't know. She's a coin flip. She's either gonna do real good or real bad. Yeah, there's no in between on that one. Yone. Okay, here's the thing with Yones. All right, they're gonna suck no matter what. They're going 0-5. There's nothing you can do to stop it. But if you hit 30 minutes, you win the game because he'll come back and go 10-5-6. All right, he's going to hit that power spike, that like death 5 death or 10 death power spike. But will he get there is the question. So will the game end by 30 minutes, or is the game gonna go 30 minutes long? Because if the game goes 30 minutes long, up here, freaking carry me, senpai. But if it doesn't go that long, it's down here, freaking you're worthless trash. All right, so does that mean it's a coin flip or a welcome pick? Because most of the games will go pretty long. Whew. It's a hard one. I gotta say a solid pick if they don't talk at all. Yone players freaking talk so much, man. They're like, oh, I can't get help mid, as they like run it down 3 more times. Then they're like complaining, but after a while they start getting kills and then they stop talking every single time. I don't understand. Yeah, that's just like, yeah, we're done. I'm down to have them. I'm just slash muting all. Samira, yeah, I'm down to have Samira. I don't think she's a carry me. That's all I say. Seraphine. Dude, Seraphines are so annoying. Whoever says Seraphine and Sona, first off, whoever says they aren't similar, I have something I gotta show you. I have like, anyways, but their ults are so similar, but Seraphine's is so much better because it's a charm, but it's Sona ult. Like they walk to you and you're stunned. It's like, I don't know. I'll say coin flip though, just because she either does good or bad. Rel, not many people play Rel just because she's kind of, I think she's like more of a boring champion. But if I see her locked in on my team, am I okay with that? She just doesn't seem like she does as much as like a Nautilus or a Leona, so I definitely wouldn't put her up here. But I wouldn't put her in the trash. I think she's a struggle, but the backpack's big enough because she's got like an even score. She's not gonna pop off. Like I've never seen a Rel pop off, but she's also not gonna be a handicap. She's a tank. So yeah, I think that's a good spot for her. Viego, I'm down to have a Viego on my team. He's just such a good champion. Usually does pretty good. Solid pick there. And we got the last one, Gwen, the newest champion. Whew. Okay, where do we put Gwen? I think more and more people are starting to realize how to play her, so she's doing better and better. But if I saw her on my team, I'd say coin flip. I think more and more people are getting better with her, so she is starting to pop off, especially in the late game. She's also getting trashed though, so it's hard to say. I think she's definitely coin flip. Okay, that's pretty much it, right? Let's look over this one more time. Am I satisfied with this list? I'm gonna finalize a few things. First of all, yeah, I'm down with this. This is ridiculous. Like these champions, if I see them in my game, I'm gonna cry. I'm also fine with these. Even Yasuo there, I'm fine with this. I think up here is where I might change. Like this is kind of tripping me out a little. I'm gonna put Fizz down just because I do have good experiences with Fizz, but I'm not like I've had bad experiences with Fizz too, so it's hard to say. This is like pick your own team kind of deal up here. So would I move any of these up to God tier? I'm gonna put Cho'gath. I'm down to have Cho'gath on my team. I think Cho'gath's one of the most underrated champions. He does a lot of damage and he just gets so unkillable. Like it's kind of crazy. If he's building tank, if he builds AP, then heck no. But if he's building tank, you are the most welcome teammate. I think after that change, we're good. I'm moving Lulu up because she's so freaking strong. And I was thinking about moving Vayne, but I think I'm gonna keep her there just because she's a little unpredictable. But anyways, I think this is a solid chart. I think we're pretty much good, guys. At the very top, the most welcome, we got Kayn, Leona, Twitch, and Cho'gath. Anyways, guys, I think that pretty much settles it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think of my list or what you would change, and make sure to hit that sub button if you enjoyed. Thanks again to OperaGX for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.